All right, positive energy all the time. Good to see you all this morning. Here we go. I'm up early. My phone's ringing. My daughter's the first one, the baby. Happy birthday, Daddy. What you gonna do today? I said, you know what? Mm, I was gonna go out. I was gonna go get me a nice Ethiopian dinner, a couple other things. Um, but I decided, I'm gonna DoorDash my Ethiopian dinner, and I'm gonna chill. So yeah, rep your city in the chat. I see you all. So yeah, I'm gonna DoorDash my food, my Ethiopian food. I'm gonna chill. Probably just go live all day. Probably. So she said, "Well, you're not gonna celebrate." I said, "Well, I'm 68. Uh, I'm concentrating on 70." She said, "You concentrate?" Yeah, I'm concentrating on 70. That's when I'll celebrate on my 70th. So I told her, I said, I've been putting on muscle. That's what I've been concentrating on. I've been concentrating on lifting weights, exercising, and putting on muscle. That's been my focus. So that's what I'm going to do all day today. I'm going to go live and exercise. Wish me luck. Because my sleep is crazy. I'm working really hard on YouTube. I'm working hard on my other businesses, and I'm exercising. And the exercising is throwing me off a little bit. So I'm trying to adapt to that because the exercising, uh, as the muscles grow when you sleep. So after you work hard and you're trying to get those gains and you lifting more and pushing more, your body wants to go to sleep so that the muscles can grow. So I'm not really used to sleeping like I'm sleeping now. It's muscle growth sleep. It's much different. It's a much different sleep. Muscle growth sleep is the type of sleep uh, you can't really regulate it. You can't regulate how long you're going to be asleep or nothing. It's like being in an incubator, or it's like being in a woman's stomach. You know how the baby's growing? That's what it's like. It's like when a baby's growing. So I asked a couple of people I know that work out a lot, and they said, yeah, if you're adding more weight, if you're adding more reps, you might get used to that sleep, and then you add more, then you're growing more, you're going to sleep more. And then they say, you 68. So I said, what that mean? He says, well, you're 68. And he says, you've been just being the same size. You've always been in shape, but now you're trying to put on muscle. And it said at 68, you're trying to put on muscle, like your body is tripping, he said, basically. So your body has to adjust to growing at your age. I said, oh. And I could tell because sometimes when I wake up, I'm bigger. You know, if you've been slim your whole life, you might not know what I'm saying. When you slim, my arms hang straight down. And when you start pulling up muscle, your arms, you got to get used to your arms poking out. It's a little uncomfortable. You know, you're like, well, how do I walk? You got, with all this stuff sticking out, you know. So it feels a little weird. You kind of feel like you're walking like this, kind of. But I'm hanging in there with it. Come on in. We're going to have an interesting conversation. And then I wake up and I see this Haitian woman talking sideways. What a way to start my birthday. Yeah, it's the fact it's taking this long just shows you how much detail is in this book. This book, I got other books I'm writing that's way easier. This is the hard book to write. William, it's very hard to write this book because it's really two books. So it's a book about my life story, and then it's a commentary about my life story. So I can't write it like all my other books. I have to write the book first, right? I have to write my timeline down first, William. This was taking so long. I got to write my whole timeline, my whole what I did. Then I got to go back and I got to fit in the storyline with the timeline. It's hard, bro. I'm telling you. But it's coming along. But it's hard because I got to write the whole timeline first because the story and the timeline goes together. And if I just try to tell a story, I'm going to it's gonna still take the because I'll be them forgot. Oh, I should have told this happened. Oh, I should have told that happened. So this makes sense. So like if I don't show the timeline of my life when I go tell the story, it ain't gonna make no sense. You have to be then already read my story because like it gets to the meat of the book. But first, I have to introduce my life story so when you get to the meat of the book, so everything makes sense. You know what I'm saying, William? It's a lot, but I'm getting it. So okay, we're gonna get ready. I got my drink going. Make sure you all go and check me out on Vegan Intel. Go follow Vegan Intel. I made me a little uh, drink. To all the brothers out there, Pharaoh be giving you game. So if you know, you know. Okay? Snapshot. Brother, snapshot that. Snapshot. Okay? Did you get the picture? Okay? If you know, you know. I'm going to be practicing. Well, we'll get to that some other time. So I'm going to, because it's my birthday, I'm going to do this in front of you all. Okay, I'm going to take me some zinc. Okay, raw zinc. This is very important if you're working out. This is also important if you're working out. Okay, I don't know if you brothers understand what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, all right. Because I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. So I'm gonna take that. This is so nasty. Oh my God. This is nasty. Ugh. Yeah, I might, Panther. I just kind of that ain't going nowhere, so I don't know. When it gets a little gossipy, I gotta see, because if it's a newsy, I'll do the news. If it's something I could teach, I'll do it. But if it's too gossipy, so and so said this and he doing that, that ain't my lane. Okay, I'm going to take me some. I hope you brothers is watching and you women too. I'm taking me some magnesium glycinate. Are you watching? Okay. Come on in, hit the like button, share, subscribe, rep your city, rep your city, rep your city. I am going to take me some iron horse. Iron horse. Okay. If you know, you know. This is not an advertisement for Iron Horse. I'm just showing people what I'm taking. I'm taking some Iron Horse. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Uh, I went with one of my offspring to do some shopping one time. Like, Daddy, what you trying to do? You trying to have another baby? What you buying that for? I'm like, maybe. Oh, this stuff. I'm taking some Tongat Ali. Okay. All right. Brothers, are you brothers watching? Are you brothers watching? Tongat Ali. Okay. All right. And last but not least, I'm taking some potency wood. Okay. Potency wood. All right. Don't say I didn't tell you. I'm not advertising these people. I'm just showing my audience what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to buy any of this. Okay. This is what I'm doing. All right. And I'm going to be practicing abstinence. So that's going to be interesting. But you want to increase your circulation, not just for sex, but also when you exercise. You want to increase your circulation. If you're not getting good circulation down there, you're not getting circulation anywhere. See, always remember something that'll fix one part of the body is also fixing the whole body. Remember that. So if you're taking beetroot because you want to be more active in the bedroom, it's going to increase your circulation. It's going to do more than that. And the benefits of increasing your circulation is good overall for the entire body. If you're eating things and your eyesight gets better, your whole body's getting better. So anything that's getting better, there's other things that are also getting better. So let's get started. So I find out that this lady, this Haitian lady, called us dirty Americans. She called us dirty black Americans. She said dirty black Americans. At a podcast with some black Americans. Now, What is the obsession with us? Look, besides us pushing for reparations and delineation, foundational Black Americans, we don't talk about other blacks. It's not a part of our culture at all. We doggone show ain't gonna go to Jamaica and disrespect Jamaicans. We're not gonna go to Haiti and disrespect Haiti. We're not gonna go to Nigeria and disrespect Nigeria. But these blacks, immigrants, they come to the United States and they disrespect us on our own turf. Now, because we're not turfing, they got us effed up, seriously. Let me tell you something. Cloud chasing, that's not cloud chasing. So if she thinks that's cloud chasing, that tells you a lot right there. That's not cloud chasing. That's not cloud chasing. That's not cloud chasing. How's that got cloud chasing? That's not cloud chasing. Now, I probably got a unique take on this because I live in Chicago. And here in Chicago, uh, if you say that around a Chiracian like that, you ain't gonna get no clout out. You gonna, I can think of a lot of things you'll get, but one of them ain't gonna be clout. You understand? Like that wasn't smart, but it's really disturbing and weird because we don't, as a foundational Black American, I don't remember Black Americans talking about anybody. It's not a part of our culture. I've never been around Black Americans that bring up immigrants. Never. I've never met Black Americans that got immigrants on their mind. I've never met that. I only see that discussion when we talk of reparations, but in typical Black American culture, I've never heard Black Americans uh, talking about other blacks. I've never been around Black Americans talk about Africans, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians. I've never seen that before. That's one reason it's so strange to us because that's not a part of our culture. If we were negative against Black immigrants, they wouldn't be able to live here. Seriously. Like if what she said pissed off a bunch of people, Black women in Chicago, and and they in the store and they like, ain't that beat that was on there? Da, da, da. You know how that. Now I got to be careful because I'm not promoting no violence. So that's not what I'm insinuating. I'm just saying that's what will happen That's what will happen. So I'm trying to find out. Does anybody know what city was that? What city was she in? Could somebody put that in the chat? Because that was strange too. What city was that? Because I can't imagine you saying that here with no black, with no black, with no. I can't. I'm just saying that was in New York. Okay, New York is an immigrant city. Okay, New York. Because I'm thinking, bruh, you make that mistake in Chicago. Up in a place with some black women in Chicago. Seriously, boy, that would have went sideways, man. They be like, dirty black Americans. They'd be like, what? It's all the way up right there. So with the first what? What? What you say? Dirty black Americans. And then at the mouth. Oh man. Where you from? Cause see, we don't have a lot of black immigrants like that outside like that. They in the little black immigrant areas. In Chicago, they not. We don't hear them talk too much. They talk off to themselves. They don't be coming up. They don't be jaw jacking around us like that. But this is a gang city, so it makes sense because this is a gang city. So yeah, I know they scary. Yeah, they know. But I already know. You say you say the wrong things around folks. There, you know what I'm saying. You say the wrong thing. You say the wrong thing, boy. Because I'm wondering where the hell is she at? She feeling mighty. Oh, I get it. She in the immigrant city. She feeling herself. It's a bunch of Haitians up there probably running reckless. Probably. That's why. And people say, "Do I want to move?" No, I don't want to. I don't want to move to your cities. No, I feel like Black Americans in other cities. I don't know. I feel like they get overpowered too easy. I know people they say we stand on business, like some brothers in Texas, we stand on business, stuff like that. But a lot of the cities, like LA now, they look a little rant over by the Mexicans. Florida, they look rant over by the immigrants. Obviously, New York, Black Americans is rant over by the immigrants. So I wouldn't enjoy that. I wouldn't. Mm-mm. Chicago is super FBA, super. So I can understand that. And New York is on the coast. It's whatever. But the lady is slow. The lady, why, if you're a Haitian and Trump wants to throw you out, why would you make more enemies? Dumb as hell. So what she think Black Americans is gonna say when they green like Haitians to throw them out? We're gonna be like, there go one, there go one, there go one. He trying to run. Get him, get him. We can't wait for them to throw y'all out. And the thing is, we on stereotype now. It's Haitians now because it's Black Americans. So once a Haitian throw all Black Americans in the thing, that's what it is. But I just couldn't believe that she said dirty black Americans, because this is Haiti. Her homeland is as dirty as it gets. What are we doing? How is a Haitian go call somebody dirty? And I'm like, baby girl, what? Haiti is one of the most dirtiest places in the world. What are you talking about, girl? Dirty black Americans? Are you serious? She in New York because Haiti dirty. We here because of slavery, and we built the place. We built the place she in talking crazy. Can you imagine that? We built New York, Chicago, and all this. We the Buffalo Soldiers. We the ones did everything. You come up here to somewhere we built, and you talking out the side of your neck because it's a handful of y'all in New York, which y'all numbers, yeah, from a Chicago perspective, y'all itty bitty. There's 50 million black Americans in this country. And so it's crazy. It's crazy to see a Haitian call us dirty. Look at Haiti. Haiti significantly lacks modern plumbing and sanitation infrastructure. It is considered one of the most underserved countries in the Americas regarding water, sanitation, and hygiene. So Haiti is one of the nastiest countries in the Americas. And the water nasty, sanitation is horrible, and the hygiene is horrible. So here go a girl who relatives back in Haiti don't ain't got no good hygiene, coming here to the U.S. call somebody dirty. What the what? Key infrastructure challenges: lack of sewers. So where's all the waste at? They ain't even got no sewer system. The Haiti is the sewer system. Even the capital, Port-au-Prince, which has over 3 million residents, does not have a central pipe sewage system. So where they taking a crap at? Limited access to toilets. Only about 24 to 34% of Haitians have access to basic sanitation facilities. Many people rely on outhouses, pit latrines, or practice open defecation. So down there, they just pooping wherever, in holes, and got pits where they boo boo in a pit latrine, and they practice open defecation, and they always sick, and they always got plagues. They some of the sickest people in the Western Hemisphere because it's dirty and nasty down there. Now, this woman comes from one of the dirty, nastiest places in the world, and gonna call us, which is some of the cleanest blacks in the world, I might say, we try, and gonna call us dirty black Americans. When she was a little girl, she had the boo boo in a can or something. She ain't had no running water or nothing. Now, on my birthday, I got to go and I got to drag Haiti. All right. I got to drag Haiti dirty. You know what I'm saying? Did she say we dirty? Well, we can't all be clean like this woman. We can't be this clean like Haiti. What is we doing? Water treatment, wastewater treatment, not just water, wastewater. There are virtually no functional large scale wastewater treatment plants in the entire country. Most waste ends up in the canals, ditches, or rivers, which often lead to the contamination of drinking water sources. Now, this lady from Haiti, she wants to come to the U.S. and call us dirty while they water is contaminated. Where's she from? This is what the problem is with black immigrants. Black immigrants, where they live at, they don't like it. They don't like their government, and they don't like their living conditions. They come to a country that foundational black Americans has a major part in all the inventions, all the sanitation, everything. We have a major part into the success of America being like it was and like it is. Now, here your black ass come from somewhere you running from your own people. Then you want to come over here in my turf and talk crazy to me because we not banging. Because let's be honest, to all you Africans and all you black immigrants, the only reason y'all talking crazy, because we not banging. Because we not aggressive, because we don't bother you. So because we're not bothering you, you just think it's sweet that you could just say whatever. You think, black immigrants, get your people. You cannot come to nobody's turf and irritate them and become opposition. Don't say, I did not warn y'all. Because this young lady is talking to a younger generation, is watching her on YouTube, and they ain't not going to really tolerate no disrespect like that. So you're putting yourself in a position that when I do meet you, I say, hey, where you from? You say, from Haiti. What if I say, hey, why y'all Haitians be talking crazy? What if I say that? What if you Haitian, you are in Chicago up in the club, all in my turf, I ain't got no backup, and I press you. So what's up with y'all Haitians, man? And I stereotype you the way your Haitian woman stereotyped us. And then I talk to y'all as a group like she talking as a group. Because she say black Americans. So when I say Haitians, and we stand on that, okay, we black Americans and you Haitians then. All right, let's do that. Oh, y'all don't like us, we don't like y'all. Now, black Americans ain't on that. My question to Haitians is what's going to happen if we get on that? Now, I know some of you Haitian men at home, rah. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, dude. If you was a real king and a leader, you tell your people, don't do that in a foreign land like this. I'm trying to tell them right now, but they ain't listening, Mark. They ain't listening, Mark. Yeah. You make that mistake in Chicago, it's gonna go bad. That's why you don't see no whole bunch of black immigrants here running their mouth like that. They quiet. They know to stay in their place and they fine. But don't be out here just disrespecting us for no reason. Ain't nobody said nothing to you. Now, this lady said this because this is how they think. She said something that she's always saying in the comfort of her Haitian friends. That's a fact. You can tell how it rolled off her tongue that when she's sitting around her Haitian friends, that's how she be talking. You dirty black Americans, dirty black Americans. Now they didn't get at her glamour, but that's all right. Because what she don't understand is the internet is undefeated. And by the time this week is over, she's gonna be famous. And she ain't the brightest bulb in the lamp because they trying to throw Haitians out. So what she did was she erased allies. The Haitians got no allies. When foundational black Americans see this, no allies. When they said they want to throw the Haitians out, black Americans ain't gonna blink. We're gonna be like, bye. We will damn near sign up for ICE to throw you out ourselves. Ain't no love lost. And you can tell the relationship between foundational black Americans and black immigrants in the United States that black immigrants, they ain't got their shit together. None of them. Because how do you go in a land with a dominant group of black people like yourself and don't build no alliance and put your life in the hands of European Americans? So I show you they slow as a group. As a group, my observation of black immigrants are they slow overall because they definitely have no strategic concept when they come to the United States. They just leave themselves out there to you know who. Because we already know how this is going to turn out for Haitians. America's like this. When the government right now, the government under Trump wants to throw the Haitians out. They definitely see that video. They are definitely circulating that video. A lot of people don't know that this new social media era, the president see what you say if you say a certain thing. And when that spread on the internet and it's shown that a Haitian called Foundational Black Americans dirty, the United States government will use that to deport the Haitians. Because they'll be like, yeah, throw them out. Black Americans ain't going to care. They ain't got no backup. Throw them out. Nobody cares. As of today, or the last couple of days, the Haitians have lost millions and millions and millions and millions of people to support them. Millions and millions of foundational black Americans want Haitians to get the hell out of the country. I speak for myself. I can't wait till they deport the Haitians. I can't wait. Because when am I losing? I have no relationship with you. There's no love lost. You don't benefit us. You eating off our plate and you talking greasy. And You ain't really about that life. You bunched up in New York and bunched up in Florida, really pretending you that. And you really not. That's how you Haitian men talking crazy. Y'all ain't nobody like that. Y'all don't got no power like that. Y'all going to places where you're allowed to act a certain type of way. That's the same way the Mexicans is acting out in California because they got a whole bunch of Mexicans. A lot of immigrants, when they get to where it's a bunch of them, they try to stun on foundation of Black Americans. They ain't gonna never do that nationally where it's 50 million of us. They gonna try to find a little spot where they can pretend they got some power. You in a little spot in New York that you got, but you ain't got no power in the United States like that. You got no military mind state because why would you put the rest of the Haitians and make them enemies of everybody else that ain't got as many Haitians as you got in New York, ain't got as many Haitians as you got in Miami. So now some Haitians somewhere else where they're heavily outnumbered, what are you doing? This lady sit up there, man. If I was a Haitian, I'd be pissed. I swear, I'd be like, we trying to not get deported. Why would she say that? So now that Black Americans are going to say, yeah, throw me out. Everybody going to want me to throw me out. And this is the problem with Black immigrants. Sometimes they so busy fighting with us, they forget that the majority of people in this country are white. They forget. They come here, they get so caught up with competing with us, they forget that we're competing against white America. They got the most numbers. They control the businesses, the money, everything. You coming here from some Black country and we're competing with white America. And you competing with me, slowing me down from competing with white America. This is what Black immigrants, this is what you all do. This is going to be your reputation in America, that you was too weak to come to America and compete against white America. So you came and sandwiched us because we're competing against white America, then you get behind us and compete against us. So now we got to fight you and white America at the same time. That's Black immigrants. Sellouts. Weak. Won't compete against the people winning the race. You go compete against second place or third place because we ain't in first place. White America's in first place. So if you really wanted to compete, you compete against first place, wouldn't you? No. You come trying to take our position. Like them people with the Essence Fest. They just came to try to take our position. They ain't coming trying to do nothing in this country like that. They ain't trying to compete against America, white America, like we are. We ain't trying to compete against other Blacks. We are in competition against white America, trying to get our spot here that we deserve here. I ain't trying to compete with no Haitians. Haitians is nobody to me. Your numbers is small. And your mouth need to match your numbers. You need to shut up over here. That go for you Africans, you Jamaicans, and all y'all. Y'all need to shut up over here. Y'all need to shut up before we start talking. We not paying no attention to you. But you poking the bear though. This the Black immigrants. Keep poking the bear. Keep playing with us. That's how I look at it. I wish I could say everything I want to say. But I'm just as disappointed and confused as I am angry. I don't know what's wrong with black immigrants. They are the slowest people in this country when it comes to how to maneuver in a country like this. They are totally lost. White America, black America trying to compete. Black immigrants come and try to sandwich us. No, you gonna end up sandwiched like this. You gonna be between us and the white Americans who all gonna want to throw you out. Duh. You're sandwiching yourself, thinking you're sandwiching us. No, because you don't understand who run this country, and they don't like you. You are still black. They don't like this lady. So she's already got a bunch of people here that don't like her, and then she make us don't like her too. Is that smart? She don't even know. Because there's some people here that wouldn't give her the time of day. There's some Chinese wouldn't talk to her. There's some Mexican wouldn't talk to her. And there's a whole bunch of whites that wouldn't even give her a dime or wouldn't let her even get in a car or nothing. They're tribal. But how you going to be a little bitty tribe and be talking when your tribe can't win? So they got to be the dumbest tribal people ever. If you got a tribe of 15 people, you're going to beef with a tribe with 150 people? Because that's what they doing. We 50 million strong. None of these blacks coming over here, you ain't got your numbers not up. Play your lane. Your numbers not up. Okay? I got black immigrants watching me. I'm going to tell y'all something. Get your people before our shorties get in the beef. Listen, ain't nobody keep it real like Big Pharaoh. Let me tell you something. If black immigrants keep on with the hate and the shorties get in it, it's going to go real bad for black immigrants. If our babies, our young people, if they get into this, it's going to go left. It's going to go left. I'm telling you. The older ones like us, we try to talk it out or whatever. But if that's what she did, right? That what she did is starting to trickle down to the younger generation. And I'm going to tell you what they're going to say. Do you know what young black women in Chicago would say about her? I can't even repeat it. I cannot repeat the reaction she would get from these young babies out here, these 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, and 15, 18-year-olds out here in Chicago. I can't even tell you. That would have went super left. Can't you tell I ain't scared? You know, I be on the internet, dudes be like, da, 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 da. Bruh, where you live at? Because all that da, da you saying on the internet, boy, this Chicago, boy. Ain't none of that here. Ain't none of all that flippity flippity. I don't do that here. This lady that went, she done threw the Haitians under the bus. I'm going to tell you, most people would be most mad that she disrespect Foundation Black Americans. I don't like that either. But I just can't get over the fact that why they trying to decide to throw Haitians out, she go do something stupid like that, say something stupid like that. She go say the Haitians under the microscope of the federal government want to throw them out. She go and make more enemies and go viral calling black Americans dirty, and we cleaner than all these blacks on the planet. We the flyest out of all of them. It ain't none of these blacks flyer than us. All these blacks, all these kites and nets and them, they all trying to do us. DJ Academic Solar, they watch how we walk, they watch how we talk, they watch how we dress. They try to do an African version of us or a Haitian version of us. That's a fact. You come over here, why don't you keep your African clothes on? What you come over here trying to dress like me for? You're in Africa in the poor areas digging through the garbage, looking for our clothes to put on. Looking for, you wish you could find a pair of Jordans. Ain't no Haitian stores in this country. So where you shopping at? And who you dressing like? Us. Then you take our music, you try to change it up to make it sound like it's some African music or some Jamaican music. You got your reggae cool, but you're talking, I don't mind if you say, I am going away. I just don't want to be. You're doing all American songs. Jamaicans ain't got hardly no original slow songs. All of they love is rock. It's black American songs. Put on a reggae beat. And it was getting rid of like crazy because the music laws was they couldn't do nothing to them because they was in Jamaica. They changed the music laws. Well, now they could still be sued if they steal. They were stealing songs left and right in Jamaica. But I can't believe this woman gonna come up here and say we dirty. And look at where she from. How you gonna say we dirty? There go Haiti. What? How you gonna say we dirty? There go Haiti. How you gonna say we dirty? Look what he finna sleep on. Or done slept on. He don't look like no epitome of cleanliness. Haiti. A resurgence amid the rainy season. The current chlorella epidemic, which began in October 2022, has affected over 93,000 people across Haiti. Health authorities linked a recent surge in cases to seasonal rains that contaminated water sources, coupled with overcrowding and inadequate sanitation in urban areas. It's not nowhere sanitary in no damn Haiti for no Haitian to say nothing about nobody. How the hell a Haitian gonna say we dirty? And this is Haiti. Show me a foundational black community in America that look like this. Show me one. In the whole United States. Show me one. Show me one foundational black American community that look like this. Show me one. Because I done been to the poorest neighborhoods and they don't look like that. You can go out to Gary where all the houses are tore down and stuff. You'll see a bunch of tore down buildings and stuff, but you ain't going to see this like this. A dilapidated Gary ain't this nasty like that. They just throw the trash wherever. They don't got no type of trash system, sanitary system, or nothing. This woman come from the epitome of dirty. She gonna call me dirty more than all her relatives in Haiti. I was just around the right crowd because I know people would have went crazy on her for that. They would have been like, who you talking to? You're 100% correct. You better know it. You better know it. They would love to live in Gary right now. This lady gonna say black America, dirty black Americans. I'm telling you, and this is something she say around her friends. This is something that she say all the time when she's sitting around them Haitians. These dirty black Americans, dirty black. That's why she said you could see it in her face. She's used to saying that. But then running around, why is you around them with your phony ass? Why don't you go to a Haitian podcast or some shit? Why is you even around them then? If they dirty, if we dirty. Her whole image is black American women, all the way back to Diana Ross. Her hairstyle, her eyelashes, her earrings, the way she doing her hair, all that come from black women here in America. That is not no Haitian look that she trying to get. That ain't that ain't no Haitian look. That's a foundational black American woman look. How you come here trying to look like our queens, but then call our queens dirty? And your whole everything you trying to do, you trying to look like us. You trying to walk like us, look like us, wear your hair like us, do everything like us, and you trying to be us so much, and you hate us, but you kind of trying to be us. It's like back. It's like back in the '80s when there was a lot of racism in America against black people, and I went to Hawaii, seen all them white people getting tanned, and I'm saying, well, how you don't like brown people, but you constantly trying to get brown? How you don't like black women, but you constantly shooting your stuff up in your lips? No, women don't look nothing like that in Haiti. Not at all. They broke in Haiti, busted and disgusted. This how women in Haiti look. There go a Haitian woman right there. She would look like that if she could afford it. I ain't gonna hate on her poverty, but I can't believe one of her kind come up here for a better lifestyle that we prepared for her ass and want to disrespect us when you following us. And that's the problem I got with Africans and all of them. They only here because of MLK and the civil rights movement. If it wasn't for MLK and Lyndon B. Johnson signing the civil rights bill, her black ass wouldn't even be up here. And all these black immigrants, they waited when we did all that fighting in the 60s and waited till we got the free rights for our own people here. Because that's what we was fighting for. We was fighting for us so we could ride the bus, so we could be free and move around. And once we got that right, all these other blacks came over here to take advantage of what we fought for ourselves and didn't ever congratulate us and be like, man, y'all fought for yourself and got that. I'm glad I can come and enjoy what y'all got for ourselves. She don't understand that she walking around. We didn't fight for her. We fought for us to walk around. And then when we fought for us to walk around, she bring her butt up here and walk around off of our blood, sweat, and tears, and then talk crazy about us. That's exactly what black immigrants do. That's why I got a problem with them. I got a problem with them. They come up here like we ain't did all of this for them. I got a problem with it. I ain't gonna lie. None of you black immigrants would be in this country if it wasn't for MLK. If it wasn't for this civil rights bill, you wouldn't be able to get on a plane, a boat, a train, a bus, or nothing. It was whites only. Good. I don't care. Kick all the Caribbeans and Africans out. Because if you ain't no ally, what the hell I'm losing? Nobody gonna fight for you when you more of an enemy and you ain't an ally. You try to eat off my table, eat off my plate. You 100% right. No, they not welcome here. No, no, they not welcome. No, no, no. Get out. We don't like you. We get it. You don't like us. The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. And take Umar with you, because he's a damn Cuban. He ain't no foundational black American. So once he get arrested for fraud and he get out of prison, y'all come back and get him, because he going to prison for fraud if he don't shut the hell up. I don't know what make him think the police ain't coming. He's another fool. He lucky people like me, we just don't call the police. Because if I was a snitch, I would show snitch on Dr. Umar. I would call the FBI, I would call the police, the IRS back to back until they grab him. If he don't shut the hell up. I can't wait till Umar go to prison. I can't wait. Now he making up some other stuff. Trying to fight FBA. Begging FBA for money, the Foundation of Black Americans, and fighting against them because he ain't no Foundation of Black Americans, so he want to step on our foot. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, they did. But I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it. You done got so bold where you going to get on YouTube and call us dirty black Americans? Man, listen. Keep up with her so we make sure ICE go get her. Get her and get her the hell out of here. Send her back to Haiti, where it's nice and clean at. We too dirty. Send her back around some clean Haitians. That would send her back home where it's nice and clean. Yeah, send her back where it's nice and clean. Man, they keep playing with us, man. I ain't liking it. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. Yeah, call ICE over. Get them out of here. We got enough problems. We got enough problems. We don't. These other blacks, they camouflaging as blacks. They ain't helping us. They fighting against us. Get them out of here. They traitors. They are. Black immigrants is traitors. You come into the belly of the beast where you know what your brothers and sisters went through here. You know the history. You ain't stupid. And you going to come after all our successes and you don't congratulate us for our success. You come talking crazy and you come taking advantage of our success and don't respect this our success. Now it done got so bad that one of these black immigrants gonna get on the thing and say we dirty black Americans and we some of the cleanest blacks in the damn country. We cleaner than the board of health. What is she talking about? You copying our swag. You trying to be clean like us. Hell, Foundation of Black Americans is selling shampoo and soap. Who you calling dirty? We got soap companies and shampoo and toothpaste companies now. What? What is you talking about? They probably believe stuff was just given to us. But one thing, they come here, they don't be knowing who they playing with. Nobody didn't give them the memo. Nobody told them, hey, don't piss off black Americans. They bout that. You know, the Haitians came down there to Miami and down there and, got a little tough and, they the Zoes and all that. But Zoes ain't nothing in Chicago like that. They'll get ate alive. A Zoe ain't nothing up here. What the hell is a Zoe? Nothing. We'll eat Zoes for breakfast up here. On my soul, you wouldn't last 3 months. A Zoe? Man, listen. Don't nobody care nothing about that. We just ain't aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to fight the system. And it's like the system this way, right? So Foundational Black Americans, we turn in this way to fight the system. And other blacks is attacking us from the back. Other blacks attacking us from the back while we trying to deal with the system. Here come Africans and Caribbeans and you know what I'm saying? And we fighting the fight. And then as we fight, push the fight, that's how they get in. So here we are. We fight the system to make some move. They run in behind us. Instead of them getting with us to fight, they fight us from the back while we fighting in the front. But they stupid because it's going to flip around and then they going to get deported. Because the white Americans going to ride with us. They never going to ride with you immigrants. Never, never, never. They got a relationship with us. Even the hate and stuff we've been through. When it comes to a line in the sand, white Americans is going to side with black Americans. They not going to side with black immigrants. They're not going to side with you. Duh. Never. That's why you cry. Why they don't deport y'all? Because we from here, fool. It was black people here when they got here. They slow. That's why their countries is raggedy. That's why they running from their countries. Go home and fix Jamaica. Go home, fix Trinidad. Go back to Africa and fix it. And then don't show me how good it's doing, because I ain't never coming. My kids ain't never coming. My grandkids ain't never coming. We ain't never coming to Africa. Okay? We from here. We got some African bloodlines. That's because we breed it. But our bloodlines is from here. And we got some bloodlines from Africa. But we got bloodlines here too. And the majority of our blood is from here. We had elephants and everything over here. We wasn't the Moors. We were called Moors because it meant black. So the Moors trying to act like the Moors was really a people. No, Moor mean black. They're like, we not black, we Moors. Moors mean black. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the Moors. Say we ain't black, we Moors, and Moor mean black. What the hell's wrong with them? They're like, no, we not one, we uno. We not one, we uno. Bro, uno, it mean one. What? I don't know what's wrong with the Moors. It's black Moors. They say, don't we not black, but you was black Moors. What? What's wrong with them? They just bringing more confusion. Just anything so they don't got to go along. Everybody black. I don't want to be black. I'm a Moor. That's all that's about. That's all that's about. A lot of the Moors is just like Dr. Umar. They ain't foundational black Americans, so they got to make up. They got to be something because they not FBA. A lot of these Pan-African types that's not getting in line with FBA, that's because they not. They immigrants. They found these immigrants. Lord Jamar and all them, they not FBA. They might be mixed. Dr. Umar not FBA. That's why he hate FBA, because he not. Roland Martin, he not FBA. All the ones that don't ride with FBA, that's because they not. That's because they not. And they need to be quiet or get shut up. One or the other. Because Dr. Umar, he debate everybody and make a lot of noise. Dr. Umar debate me, I destroy him. I would totally humiliate him and destroy him. Because for one, we ain't debating nothing if you can't open the school. We're going to start there. He never going to get me in no debate when I'm going to say, bro, you can't even open a little school. Shut your ass up. How you the prince of Pan-Africanism, you can't open the school, it take you 20 years to open the school. Boy, if you don't shut up, and you overweight, and you don't take care of yourself, you ain't no gorilla, you fat. You don't even take care of your mother. How you gonna take care of the school? I just dog him. And he'll lower his voice talking to me. Boy, lower your damn voice. Lower your voice. Chubby man. You ain't nobody. They're gonna lock you up. They're gonna lock Dr. Umar up. He done stole all that money. He going to prison, just like Marcus Garvey. He wanted to be Marcus Garvey so bad. He gonna be, the FBI gonna come get him just like they went and got his hero Garvey, who was not FBA either. He was a Jamaican. Okay. Come up here talking crazy, but couldn't do nothing in Jamaica. Same thing. Marcus Garvey wasn't nothing in Jamaica. He could come up here and get great off our money. That's why he got arrested for scamming. He was scamming. He was scamming black Americans. And when they let him out of jail, he went back to Jamaica. They chased him out of Jamaica because they hated him in his own land. That's a fact. He was a two-bit con man. That's all he was. Can't no Jamaican tell me nothing. As many Jamaicans pretended they was rosters that wasn't nothing but two-bit crooks. Just grew them dreads because the Europeans liked reggae. They don't want this smoke. Had a big Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody catch a straight. The Jamaicans, I just start shooting straight shots. I just start shooting straight shots. Everybody get it. All them phony ass immigrants. Phony as hell. Don't you know? Don't you know if if all these black immigrants would have rolled with us, you know how far black people in America would have went? Do you know the main people that held us back is black immigrants? Because they came over, they looked black, but they didn't fight on our behalf. They sold us out. They went and they took all them political jobs and pretended they was FBA. And then they got in there. What did all of them immigrants didn't do nothing? They didn't do nothing. And that go for Barack Obama. He the first black president. But one reason he was so weak on helping us, because he wasn't us. He wasn't us. He not us. His daddy African, his mama's a white lady. So he had that in his heart like that. He was somebody else. He not us. But I'm still glad he won, though. You know, the other person was going to win. Now, what was they going to do any better? So I ain't going to hate on the fact he won. He's still a melanated brother. So he was running against somebody else. So, yeah, it's good he won. I'm still happy he won. Because it don't make no sense for me not to want him to win. Well, who else was going to win? They were going to be better? So that's ridiculous right there, right? The only way you could be mad he won if he beat the only way you could be angry that he won is if he would have beat the foundation of Black America. We would have said we would have rather the foundation of Black America won. But him running against some other race, hey, good he won. We can't turn the clock back. All right, good he won. That's great. Congratulations. But he didn't have it in his DNA to help us. He not us. His wife is us. But he not. He not. So this is just more of a reason for Foundation of Black Americans to unite. Because we need to unite and we need to be using our energy to stop these young brothers from gangbanging and make them identify as Foundation of Black Americans. These young FBA Crips and FBA Bloods and FBA GDs and FBA Blackstones and FBA Vice Lords, FBA folk on us. We need to get this to them. We ain't got no time to be playing. We need to make them check their lineage. We need to make them look into their grandmama, their granddaddy, their great-grandmama, their great-granddaddy. We need to bring them into the fold. Our Foundation of Black American Youth. We need to bring them in. No, I just said Obama was still great. I still said Obama was great, and he was coming out of Chicago, and his wife Chicago. And I didn't flip the script. I didn't flip no script. I said he ain't no Foundation of Black America. Now here you come with the disrespect. So you say you was riding Obama. Now in Chicago, what will happen to him? Now me and you, we outside Chicago, right, Tal? You like you was riding Obama. I'm like, what you mean? See, because here you come with the disrespect. I don't remember disrespecting you and your mother and your grandma. I don't remember disrespecting you. So why you trying to disrespect me? I still supported Obama. So I didn't flip nothing. I supported Obama. So what you talking about flip? I didn't flip anything. I never said he shouldn't have won. Here go to hate. Now show me where I flipped. All I said was he wasn't no Foundation of Black American. I said, I'm glad he won. How is that flipping? Explain to me what's flipping. No, you wanted it to be flipped because you wanted me to hate dude. That's what you trying to say. Just say that. Just say, you used to like dude, now you hate him. You can't say that because I didn't say I hate him. So here you come with the disrespect. Here you come with the disrespect. And riding. See, in Chicago, you say riding, we put D in front of that. So you say, I'm D riding. And guess how that go? See what I'm saying? See, in Chicago, you make that mistake. You understand? See, on the internet doing something you're not going to do in real life. See, let's get that part straight. See, you on the internet act, being feminine, saying something that you ain't got the, okay, to say that type of stuff face to face. Okay? Because, yes, I supported the black president 100%. So what's second? I still support him. I ain't flipped nothing. And you stupid, because I said I'm glad he won because the other person, at least the other person wasn't white. I said he glad. So what's flipping the script? And flipping the script would be like, I wish he didn't win. What the hell is you talking about? No, that's your own personal. You got some old kind of personal dislike you want to bring out on me, but I don't like you either. I don't like you. I don't like nobody in your family either. I don't like you either. Okay? And you can go eat a whole eggplant. You know what I'm saying? You can that's a D&D on my soul. Get your ass the hell up out of here and stop playing me on this damn internet. Listen, man, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of my chat. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. And with me and you, we don't got nothing else to talk about. And once you disrespectful like that, I don't want to talk to you. I don't remember saying nothing disrespectful to you. Where I come from, that would have went left. You go back to the same thing we said about her. What he said in real life in Chicago, in the county jail, out on the block, at the park, that would have went left. Right there, that would have went left. That would have went left. That would have went left. I'm on the internet, but I still represent the hood. I represent the streets. I represent business. I represent everything. And there's a code of conduct that we got out here in this world. And I'm not with the internet changing the codes of conduct. Keep the same energy that you keep outside on this internet. Stop getting on this internet doing stuff you ain't doing outside. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no second. I still support Barack Obama. I'm just saying we couldn't expect him to do reparations. He ain't got that. At the time he was running, you weirdo, we wasn't even talking about reparations. So how is it flip? We talking about reparations now. At the time Obama ran in 2008, reparations wasn't even on the table. Foundational Black Americans wasn't Foundational Black Americans' identity yet, and nobody was talking about reparations at all. That was Twitter. Back when he first started running, we was on Twitter. Nobody was talking about reparations. So now I'm talking in terms of reparations. He wasn't going to never have that type of concept because he not a foundational Black American, so he not tied to reparations. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the hell you talking about, but it's like this. Don't watch me, man. Don't come back over here no more. You can watch, but don't type over here no more. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't type nothing over here no more. Kamala was the same way. But no, Kamala was different because I was pushing Kamala as a female. And even though I said that a million times, Afro, I don't know what's wrong with these people. A million times I said, I'm pushing Kamala as a female for my daughters. I said that over and over. I did not say I was voting for her on Black. I said it every time. I said, I'm voting for her to use her for an example for my daughters that they can achieve stuff as females. I said that every time. Who remember? Every time. I said I used Obama to influence my kids when they was growing up. And now it would be nice if I could use Kamala for my granddaughters and my daughters to say, look, y'all, it's a female president. Because I keep teaching people, I said I use certain accomplishments for my children and grandchildren. You got to learn how to use things to motivate your children. So sometime when you see accomplishments, you need to use them to motivate your children. You cannot see a Barack Obama go to school and do well and run for president. You can't see a Kamala go to school and do well and run for president, and then talk bad against them with your children, but tell your children they need to go to school and make something out themselves. So when these people go to school and make something out themselves, you're supposed to take their accomplishments for these people and show your children, look, he a president. Look, she a president. You could be stuff. You could do stuff. So yes, if Kamala would have won, I was going to get my 3 daughters and my 4 granddaughters, I was going to get them all a framed picture. I was going to mail it to all of them for them to hang it up so they could see that woman is successful. For sure, I wanted her to win. But for women, because I use successes for my family. And I told that story. All you got to do is go back. I told that exact story. I said when Barack Obama won, I hung his picture up in the kids' room. And all my kids graduated high school. They all doing well. I used his achievement to motivate them. You got to be smart out here. Yeah, I used that achievement for them. Because when I was growing up, they had Robert F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, and white Jesus on the wall. They might have had MLK, but they had a bunch of white stuff on the wall when I was growing up. Black folks had Kennedy in the house, and Robert and John, and a white Jesus. So yeah, we want to put a black Christ and black successful politicians on the wall. And all the time with our children, we always put up Michael Jordan. We always put up Kobe. We always put up LeBron. But that ain't going to motivate them to go to school. That's just going to motivate them to play sports. You have to put these successful people up on the wall for your children. Basically. Another thing, too, stop getting on this internet saying stuff you're not going to say outside because you're on the internet and disrespecting brothers that try to say something slick, just make your point. You know, black men, when you make a point with another brother, you can leave the certain disrespect out and show you got dignity and you're moving like a king, like you're moving with royalty. You don't got to add all that stuff, all that extra stuff in when you're talking to a brother. Because in Chicago, you come and say to brother, yeah, you was riding, that going to go bad. So it's like, that brother don't need to be over here. He a bad example for the youth. You don't be like that fool I blocked. Because you make that mistake in the penitentiary, you make that mistake in one of these county jails, you make that mistake at the park outside, it's going to go left. Ain't nobody going to let you talk to them like that. You know, that's a whole nother video. Like our youth is going here doing stuff on the internet, and then they making a mistake and they're going outside doing it, and it's causing a lot of problems. Because you ain't got no etiquette on this internet. And this some stranger I don't even know talking to me crazy. On the internet with a fake name and all that, talking to a real G, the real my real face and all that. You got a fake name talking all crazy like that. To me, punk, knowing you ain't gonna say none of that in real life, punk. Stop playing on me. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So what you telling me for? What that got to do with what I'm saying? I said if she would have won, I would have used it to motivate my children. What? What? I mean, I don't understand what that got in the response to what I'm saying. That only makes sense if I said I wish she won. I ain't say I wish she won. I said if she would have won, I would have used that picture to motivate my children. Now, how is this in response to that? All right, let me delete that. I don't understand the response. It's just like you hear her name and then y'all react. Y'all got to stop hearing the name and then reacting. Oh, Kamala. Oh, and then reacting. Just because you hear the lady's name. As soon as you say her name, you want to pull up, what? So just don't say her name, huh? I'm confused. I don't understand that response based on what I said. I went from Obama, how I was using Obama from a role model for my children, and then I said I was using him for the role model for black children. Then I said, and I was using Harris for a role model for daughters, for women. I don't know what that got to do with if she would have won. Immigrant. I don't know what that got to do with if she would have won. What that got to do with if she would have won. I be getting lost over here. I don't understand what that got to do with if she would have won. I'm talking about what I would have did if she would have won for my children. I wasn't talking about politics, so I don't know where political response come from. I don't know. I don't know how that turned into a Harris Trump because that's what that turned into. You could have just came and just said you glad Trump won and could have shortened that. I mean, which would have proved that it don't make no sense that you just venting for no reason. That's one of the hard things about being over here. Like certain words trigger people. Certain people you mention, they get triggered. It don't even have to be on subject, just hearing their name. Like two people got triggered just from hearing Obama and just from hearing you say Kamala. They got triggered. Kamala, oh man, goddamn it, she would have won. Okay. I was like, okay, what the hell? All right, okay. That's emotional for you. Yeah, I get it. Okay. I'm trying to have high level intelligent conversations. I'm trying to keep them. I'm trying to stay on subject. So the subject on this would be role models. Once again, let me get that back clear. Y'all use these. If a success happens, it could be a success you don't like, right? Ain't nothing you could do about it if she would have won, right? So no matter what you say, if she would have won, then she would have won. So let's say I don't want her to win, right? And she wins, right? Let's say I don't want her to win and she wins. All right. So I basically lost because I didn't want her to win. But if I could take that win and do something for my children, that's a whole different subject. I hope I ain't talking over y'all head. So even if I didn't want her, like I never would have voted for Hillary. But if Hillary Clinton would have won, I would have took pictures of Hillary Clinton and I would have hung them up in all the girls' rooms so they could have seen a female president. That would have nothing to do with me wanting her to be president. That would have everything to do with my baby seeing that if they go to school as a female, they could be something. Those are not the same conversations. I'm talking about role models for your children. And if you got boys and girls, guess who got the least role models when it comes to politics? The girls. All the presidents been men. All the presidents have been men, which means there has not been no presidential role model for our daughters. I'm 1,000,000,000% correct. So now, whether it would have been Hillary or Harris, no matter if I felt like I won or lost, I would take that and use that for my family. Now, I tried to pull the conversation out of politics and show y'all I would use it to benefit the girls. I had people want to take the conversation, put it back into politics when I was showing you how you can use it in a way that's not political. So why would a brother make a political response when my point was this a way you could use these accomplishments in a non-political way to help your babies? Why would you come and undo what I'm doing and start talking politics when clearly I'm talking about inspiring the youth? Make it make some sense. Why? Because a lot of you brothers, you're argumentative and you're so busy on the argument, you ain't that smart. You let your argument in your head block what I'm saying. So as soon as you hear a little part, you're already thinking of a response before you even know what I'm saying. You don't even know the point of what I'm saying. Like the other guy, as soon as he heard Obama, he just went crazy. I mean, listen, every president that was president, you can go for days and stuff they didn't do right. I mean, in the real world. In the real world, you can't say no more about Obama than you can say about Clinton, Nixon, any other Bushes or whatever. So in the real world, why would black people overdo it with the black one, but ain't saying nothing about the white one, and they all still determine your life? The black one don't determine your life more than the white one. And the black one did better than all of them. But the hate in the black, Obama was better than 10 of them put together. Saved the auto industry, did all kind of great stuff. One of the greatest presidents ever been in office. That's a fact. That's a fact. You put up 10 grand, I put up 10 grand. We had that debate. I'll destroy you. Obama was one of the most accomplished presidents in American history. His list of accomplishments is crazy. That's a fact. You don't even want that smoke. That is a fact. If you were so anti-Obama, then you couldn't see none of the good stuff. If it wasn't for Barack Obama, this country would have been broke. The car industry would have been collapsed. The auto industry would have been collapsed. And see what happened, a brother get in there and save the auto industry so he can't do all this other stuff. So he trying to save the auto industry. If the auto industry would have crashed, we would have all been broke. Who know about Harvey, Illinois, and 100 and what is that? 154th Street, 154th Street, right? And remember all the used car lots up and down 154th before Obama got in there. What? It wasn't a used car dealer nowhere on 154th Street. Car dealers were shutting left and right. Wasn't nobody buying American cars. All them Hellcats, all them Mustangs, all them trucks, Obama sold them. Before Barack Obama became president, people was driving Lexus, Nissan, all foreign cars. All foreign cars. All foreign cars. You understand? You was just off subject, bro. Stop interrupting me. All foreign cars was selling. Wasn't nobody buying no Chevys, no Fords, None of that. Everybody was buying foreign cars. When you start seeing all these brothers with all these F-150s and all these Dodge and stuff, bro, I did that. That's a fact. I don't want to debate with nobody ain't gonna put no money up. Put your money up though. I'll take your put your money up. Get a group of people that know politics and know business and really know what happened in the news for real as the judges, and you'll lose. Because Barack Obama saved this country. If the auto industry would have crashed, we would have all been broke. That's a fact. And you don't want this smoke. That's a fact. And if you don't know that information, how you going to debate me? You don't know nothing. How you going to debate me? Tell me he didn't save the auto industry. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Say, no, he didn't save the auto industry. Put it in the comments. He single-handedly saved the auto industry in the United States. That's a fact. Put hella money in the HBCUs. Hella money, more money than they ever had. The HBCUs. Yes, more money than they ever had in the HBCUs. He got about a good 20 accomplishments nobody say nothing about. That's a fact. Thank y'all for the birthday wish. That's a fact. One of the greatest presidents in the country. That's a fact. Don't come over here dissing Obama. Name 5 presidents better. Stand on your square. Name 5 presidents that was better. Name 5 presidents that was better. Don't just hate on dude. Name 5 ones better. Biden was as good as him? No. Trump was as good as him? No. So what the fuck is you talking about? He better than anybody been president since him. That's a fact. Trump ain't no better president than Obama. Trump is an idiot. He doing some things. Biden, horrible. Clinton in the White House getting head. George Bush too was stupid and just, what's the name, ran the country? His daddy friend. He didn't even run the country. He didn't even run the country. Dude ran the country. The other old dude that was up under his daddy ran the country. So yeah, you can hate on dude. You can hate on dude, but you can't show me nobody better. And we was living better under 8 years of Barack. Our economy was better than it is now. By far. Tell me I'm lying. Just straight up tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me who's better. Who was better? Who was the better president? Out of the last 10 presidents, who was better than Barack? Just don't come over here just half talking crazy to Big Pharaoh. You're going to have to lay it on the line. Lay it on the line. You don't like Barack. Name, out of the last 10 presidents, name me who's better. If you can't name me who's better, shut up talking to me. Just shut up talking to me because you a hater. If you can't name nobody better, but you don't like him, you a hater. That's a fact. Especially if he's a black man, and we know the black man is a hater, and we know the black man don't hate nobody worse than another black man. We know that. And we know You're going to hate Kamala because she got a little skin color, and you're going to hate Barack more than anybody. Because a lot of black men is coons and sambos. They ain't got nothing to say about other people. But anybody that's close to them, we don't like. And it ain't nobody put no president name in here yet. Out of the last 10 presidents, people that been president, name one of them that was better than Barack Obama. Name one. I'm waiting. I'll wait. Name one. Name one. Name one. This is name one. If you right, I'm gonna say it. I don't know one. Which candidate taught them how to use the internet to win? What was the first internet president? What was the first president that used modern ways to win the election, the internet and the youth in American history? You see all these people using the internet to win? What was the first president that used the internet to get votes? You say Bush was better? Which Bush, the old Bush or young Bush? Because the old Bush would have sent your sons. Yeah, with your son, Bush is, your son would have to go register to go over to Desert Storm. If you got a son under Bush, he'd go get his leg blowed out. Under Bush. Under Bush, your son's going to war. Under the daddy and the son. Oh yeah. Are you talking about the old man? No, what's his name? Y'all know I'm talking about, the mean dude who daughter running office. April, the mean dude, the one everybody's scared of. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one that shot the dude, went hunting and shot the dude and said he thought he was a bird. Cheney. Yeah. Yeah. Cheney really ran. When Little George took over, he wasn't the president. Cheney was running everything. Little George, he was a nice guy, but Little George, daddy was still running stuff. Big George was still alive. Big George was sending messages through Cheney to tell Little George what to do. Little George wasn't even the president. His daddy still ran everything. Little George didn't run nothing. His daddy still ran. It used Cheney. He was still doing his daddy. Yeah. Y'all know Little George. Little George is a cool dude. He ain't no, Little George cool. He ain't like his daddy. His daddy's a real monster. Little George was a cheerleader in school. Little George used to be a cheerleader, I think, in college. So, so you know he ain't like Big George. Big George ain't no. Big George probably didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So that's what's going on. I just wanted to vent about this Haitian lady. You know, talking about Black Americans is dirty. You know what I'm saying? She said Black Americans is dirty. And I'm like, girl, your whole family grew up in dirt. You say Reagan let a lot of aliens in. Yeah, Reagan and them let the aliens in. But see, the whole difference with Reagan is Reagan and them set up a way for you to come in legally. And so the Mexicans that came in legally, they cool because they came in legally and they became a part of the system. So they wasn't no problem. Under Biden, them people just ran across. Nobody knew who they was. But it's interesting you said that because Black Americans was fighting to help Reagan bring them in because Black Americans was on this rainbow coalition, black and brown love. And you are right though, because then when all the Mexicans got to Compton, they firebombed the black people's homes and stuff. So you are right, Mark. Uh, the Mexicans under Reagan was left in under this black and brown love. See, Jesse Jackson, Rainbow Coalition, right? And so, yeah, you are right. Black people fought for them to come in the country, and then they went to South Central and took it from the blacks, firebombed the blacks, went to war with the blacks. But it was the blacks the one that encouraged the white government to let them in. So you're 100% right, Mark. You're 100% right. Hey, that's crazy as hell. Hey, that's crazy, ain't it? Hey, on the up though, can you imagine coming from Haiti and calling somebody dirty? Hey, that's crazy. Hey, bro, that ain't crazy. She came from Haiti calling somebody dirty. She came from this and she called somebody dirty. And this is Haiti. Ain't got no toilets or nothing. Boy, I'm telling you, these people out here, man, I'm telling you, man. I don't know. That's like off subject though. But I understand what you might be trying to say, but that ain't got nothing to do. I don't know what that got to do with what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know why I said I wanted her to win that, but I guess. Good to see you, Lady Linus. I don't get it. It's like a homeless person calling you a bum. I don't know how you gonna call foundational Black Americans crazy. That just sounds crazy. That just sounds crazy, especially for a black man. Because a black man, we date black women, and they stay in the shower. They stay in the shower. They one thing they not is dirty. They super extra super duper clean. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Stay on subject. Hey, I'm tripping. She said dirty black Americans, and I'm like, wait a minute. She ain't been around no foundational black American women. They stay in the tub and in the shower. They shower for they shower for fun. They ain't been around. She definitely don't know nothing about foundational black American women. Men, we'll take a shower every day. Out of 7 days, we'll take a shower 7 days, sometimes 5 days, depending on our relationship. And we got a chick, and she's super hot and stuff. We'll shower and wash up a lot because we never know when she's trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what she's talking about because the foundation of black women I know, they likes to pour out a lot of soap. They be us a pouring soap. They go through soap. So I don't know what she talking about. I don't know. But I know as a foundational Black American, we do have to buy a lot of soap. We have to buy a lot of stuff to squirt out because they squirt out all the stuff and they really own that. As a matter of fact, foundational Black American women keep us clean. Yeah, they coming home with stuff. We morons. We don't know what that is. What is this? She like, it's a loafer. You disgusted. Oh, a loafer. You know what I'm saying? So now she got to go get me one. You know what I'm saying? She coming on with all this stuff. I don't know. Stuff look, you know what I'm saying? It look like if I buy that stuff, I might turn LGBTQ, so I'll be scared of certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got toxic masculinity. So when I go in the store and I get around the dainty stuff, I get a little nervous. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. So the woman, the queen, the one lady line, she the one show me how you squirt this stuff and stuff like that. She the one go and buy the thing for me to put my feet in and soak my feet and all that. Because with me, my feet just got to get soaked in the shower in the bathtub. I'm not doing no extra soaking. I learned all that from the women. So you can't tell me foundational Black Americans is dirty. Hell no, we not. Our mamas, our grandmamas, our aunties, and our girlfriends and wives, they don't tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell you talk about. Okay. I don't know what he's talking about. Dirty? Where? Where y'all ever seen a dirty foundational Black American woman typically? Boy, listen. Come on. You could tell she ain't never been around foundational Black Americans. She ain't never been around no foundational Black Americans in her life. When you get a foundational Black American wife or queen, you can't even sit down wherever you want to sit down, or all this stuff is hers. You ever live with a foundational Black American queen? All this stuff is hers. That's why we have to go find a man cave. We have to build us a section where we could be gorillas and bears. Because we can't be no gorilla or no bear on none of the rest of the house. If you've been in a real relationship, you know how they is about stuff. You know how they is about the kitchen and all that stuff. You know? I'm just saying, you know. Dirty. Mm-mm. I don't know what you're talking about. And when I was in the county jail, you had to take showers. It's mandatory. Yeah, you better put a coaster down and all of that. There's a figurative term, dirty. How the hell a Haitian gonna tell somebody they're dirty? And that term too. Even in the term of we dirty and stuff like that. If we was dirty, we would rob all the Haitians and Jamaicans and we'd take all y'all shit. What? What do you mean dirty? If we was dirty, Black immigrants wouldn't be able to walk around here. What the hell is she talking about? She don't know what the hell she talking about. If we was dirty, we don't bother them people, so how she gonna say we dirty? She was talking literal. I don't know what I don't know. Because for you to say black Americans, you talk about black Americans. So you talking about movie stars, actresses, what? Why would you get on the thing and say dirty black Americans like that? All in front of a bunch of black Americans. Is that what you came to the podcast for? No, no, that's just and then as a Haitian, you know what I'm saying? Why would you go and say something to make foundational black Americans hate Haitians? Like she didn't help the Haitians. An agent of chaos. If she want chaos, that's what she gonna get. Throw all the Haitians out. If we gonna stereotype, let's stereotype. Throw all the black immigrants out then. See what I'm saying? People want to have stereotype. Is that what we doing? Okay, we want ICE to throw. If you ain't foundational black American, you black, throw them all out. Now, how that sound? How that sound? Why would you go do that? Why would you be disrespectful like that? I can't relate because in Chicago, some furniture would have been moving around. She would have said that to some of these sisters in Chicago. They'd have been like, "What? Who dirty man? Ah, that would have went up. It would have went all the way up. That would have went up in Chicago. That would have went up. There ain't no podcast. I don't know where no podcast there's in Chicago where she could have said that. It would have went up. There ain't no way they gonna let you come on them and call them dirty and boy. What? She lucky she was in New York or so. I don't know. I don't know where these immigrants be getting away with this stuff at. Ain't no way you could go and call no people no dirty like that. Man, it would have went up. I'm telling you. You can't be disrespecting us. For what? What did they say to her? It don't look like they said nothing to provoke her. It just looked like she was just being nasty to me and saying some stuff that she be saying around Haitians all the time. To me, she gave us an inside scoop at Haitians because Haitians is some funny acting niggas though. I ain't gonna lie. Haitians is always far removed from us. Y'all ain't noticed that? Like we be around some Jamaicans, but we don't be around Haitians at all. It's like they can't stand us or something. The Africans the same way. The only Africans that's kind of cool is the Ghanaians. But the rest of the Africans and the Haitians, they all real stank act. They are. The Ghanaians is cool though. But them Nigerians, Ethiopians always look like some stink. They stuck up. They not Ethiopians ain't mean, but they like stuck up. They like stuck up. You say you think they're agent provocateurs because this keeps happening on their show. Agent provocateurs, what they trying to provoke Haitians to get did dirty? Yeah, I used to be. Yeah, the Jamaicans. Yes, the Jamaicans. When the old school rosters was cool because they was really on that African. But when the ones started coming in the 80s, they was horrible. I was always having to possibly gangster the Jamaicans. You know, I had to be so gangster around the Jamaicans. I always had to be like, I wish an end would. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like comfortable. You know, going to the reggae stuff, I always had a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I was always carrying too. You know what I mean? Every time I went to like the dance halls and stuff, I was always on some territorial stuff. Like, it's a nice dance hall, but it's in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I was always like, yeah, it's a nice dance hall and it's cool, but y'all don't run none. This is the Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Don't get out of line. You know, my attitude was always stank. I remember one time we was at a dance hall. Me and my boy, we going there on dummy. And over here, it's like some Jamaican bad boy walking, and like a black American dude walked in, like accidentally bumped dude's shoes. And do like bomba cloud my I step out of my shoe about. And then I was so much on gangster, I told the brother, tell him to take his feet and put him in his pocket. You know, I told the black American brother, tell him to take his shoes off and take his feet off, put them in his pocket. Like that, trying to kick it off with the Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even my business. I'm standing there like this, me and my boy. We go ahead, say something. Boy, you ain't in Jamaica, boy. Boy, you know where you at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I jumped all in it. Told him, man, don't worry about what you talking about. Tell him put his feet in his pocket if you don't like it. And I looked at the dude. He ain't say nothing with his punk ass. That's back when they used to wear all them girly clothes, right? Remember they used to wear the see-through shirts and all the bangles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say nothing. I wanted him to say something. You know, I was a little scummy out the scummy juice. I was dope, dope, dope. Yeah, I was drinking. I was on some gangster. I was on some gangster stuff. Cause it's like they trying to be territorial. You can't be territorial in Chicago, boy. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Chicago. This ain't Batman thing and all that. Boy, this is GD, BD, Vice Lord, Folk Quarter Hudson, boy, Blackstone. This ain't that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Well, this ain't that. This ain't rude boy. No, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Did that happen at Club Dread? I don't think that happened at Club Dread. I think that didn't happen at Club Dread. That didn't happen at Club Dread. It happened because Club Dread was quite kind of tight. It happened in a more open space. And it wasn't a wild hair. I don't know where we was at. It might have been the Exodus, you know? It might have been the Exodus. I forgot where it was at. But I went in there negative. Yeah, I was always at Union Hall. I didn't really that didn't happen at Union Hall. Union Hall was wide open. That didn't happen at Union Hall. It happened somewhere up north. One Union Hall. I didn't. It wasn't nowhere that had a lot of security. Union Hall had security. It was somewhere where you just walk in because I think I had like a Glock or a 357 or something on me. So it was somewhere where they don't pat you down. But I went in there on, you know what I'm saying? I went in there on some, me and my boy went in there. We went in there. We would go, you know, we had a foundational Black American crew and we would go up in them places, kind of like on FBA stuff. Before it was even FBA. You know what I'm saying? Because like we was rosters, but we was like gang member rosters though. So we be up in there on dummy. Our whole aura was dark. See, all of us, we FBA. See, the one in the middle, he from the projects down there. He from down there on like 40 something, one of them project buildings. And see the other one that got on the grand, he from Riverdale. He from Riverdale, and I was living in Harvey. I was living in Harvey. He was living in Riverdale, and he was in one of them buildings on State. I forgot what he was. Well, we was like gang members, so we're like, hey, go figure. But you can see our face. We don't look pleasant. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't. We wasn't pleasant. We was a little mean. Now I wonder where my man in the middle at. He was quiet. He never talked. The one in the middle, he just never talked. I don't know what he was. He might have been a BD. But he was down. Yeah. So we didn't have no problems with the immigrants like that because we felt like we wasn't gonna let nobody come on our turf like that, come in Chicago on our turf and get too much out of line. We cool, y'all can come have fun, do y'all thing, but you can't get out of line like that. You in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? You ain't in Jamaica, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't come and trying to sun me in my own city. What is you crazy? Hmm. We go in there, whenever this happened, though, I was in there. I went in there on negative. You know what I'm saying? Punking the Jamaican bad boys. Cause I didn't really like the bad boys. I like the Rasta, but I ain't like the rude boys. You know what I'm saying? With them big old shirts on, them big old see-through pants and all that. They was kind of girly, but then they used to be trying always sucking their teeth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you a long way away from Jamaica. You know what I mean? So we always be having these problems. In foundational Black Americans, you can't let blacks come from somewhere else and talk to you any kind of way and function. That's my point I'm making. Like when they come on your turf, it's your turf. Ain't no brotherly love, none of that. You're on our turf, you're a visitor. Carry yourself like you're on our turf. That's period. Because you let these people get in these groups and they'll be in a little group of Haitians and they'll start really feeling themselves and really think that means something. Because I've been hearing people talking about the Zoes this, the Zoes that. Man, the Zoes ain't nothing to me. I don't know. I don't know nothing about the Zoes. I know about them foes, but I don't know about them Zoe. Zoe what? Zoe where? Zoe who? I'm not honoring that. You got to take that back to Haiti. I'm not honoring that disrespect and stuff like that for nobody coming in our turf like that. This is our turf. We got a long lineage of Black Americans that fought for this turf. We even fought against whites to get our turf. You know what I'm saying? We had to fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, solid. We had to fight to get our turf. You know what I'm saying? So we not giving up no turf or nothing like that. We ain't gonna let nobody like come to the United States. So we did all this fighting for all these black people, and then you want to come here as a black person. They sure shoulda. Yeah, they should have. They should have shut it down, and they should have kicked her out. But God works in mysterious ways, and it was good we seen it. It was good she seen it because now she finna see. Because Black America's gonna be on her neck. All there's gonna be an apology video coming from her any day. You trust me what I'm telling you. She gonna have to go. Just like all them Africans that was braiding hair when we said don't go to the African hair braider. You see all them African women start apologizing. She gonna have to apologize because she bringing heat on the Haitians. And this is, I'm going to say this one more time and we're going to go. This is what black immigrants don't understand. They, what they don't understand is the government see that. I'm going to say in all fairness, this lady betrayed the Haitians. She really did. Because right now, Trump wants to throw them out. Why would she get on there and say something that's going to inflame foundational black Americans, right? And the government's going to see that. They see, they got people to watch everything. They see this. And black immigrants don't understand white America. White America will take advantage of that. And white America hold black Americans in very high regard, regardless if they love us or not. You understand? Yes, she apologized on the show. But where she made a mistake is foundational black Americans don't like her and they're going to not really like Haitians because of her. Because we think like this. You said it, you believed it. So the apology is irrelevant. And we going to say, this is how you talk when you around your Haitian friends. This is what we believe. This is what I believe. That's really her beliefs. And that's how she talked around Haitians. And that is what Haitians are thinking of us. And nobody can tell me they not. She said that because she's always say that when she around Haitians. If you look at Haitians, they don't have no relationship with us, and they are funny acting. We have no relationship with them. Zero. None. They don't like us. And now the government, because the government watches to see who we're going to support. They say if we're going to throw them out and black Americans want to support, it's going to be hard. If black Americans protest on behalf of these people, it's going to make it harder. But if black Americans don't care, they can throw them out. I'm telling you. This is how the government look at it. And she just told the government black Americans don't care. They are going to throw the Haitians out. They're going to throw them out. Man, they don't. This what black immigrants, they don't understand America. They don't understand. They don't understand. That's why everything is going to go bad for black immigrants in the United States. They're going all downhill because they let white America see they don't like the other blacks. And once you do that, you're done. You cannot do that. And they don't understand that. They come in from these countries and they think it's them against us. They don't understand white America is watching. And the way the white government works is if you make a mistake and you get enemies out of black Americans, they're like, oh, we could get rid of them. Nobody care. So she is showing the government that ain't nobody going to care when they throw the Haitians out. This is the worst press for the Haitians right now that they could have got. Her saying, dirty American, dirty black Americans. The worst press they could have got. Because black Americans will look at Kodak Black and be like, F Kodak Black. We'll look at every Haitian, say the hell with them. Then we look at Tony Ayo, say, he Haitian. We mess with 50, but you, nah. I'm telling you, man. Why when they looking to get rid of your right to be here and really want to kick Haitians out the country, why would you say that? Yeah, he see it. She betrayed the Haitian people because they ain't getting no support. Because foundational black Americans, we don't care about apology. When you let that come out your mouth, we ain't messing with you. I can't come out my mouth and say, man, everybody in my chat is dumb and some suckers. And take that back. Y'all ain't taking that back. Y'all gonna be like, nah, he meant that. He said that with his heart. Like this America, man, you can't take it back, man. We gonna always believe your first statement. We're not gonna believe the apology statement. No. That's what you meant. She meant that. She meant she don't like us. That's what she said. She said, I don't like y'all. That's what it amounts to. That's what she said. I don't like y'all. And I'll get on the show and say that in front of some foundational black Americans. The utmost disrespect. And now we got to put that on the rest of the Haitians because she'll go back to the Haitians and they'll laugh. And they'll be like, that's right, we don't like them. So now we got to let the Haitians know, y'all all canceled. We do, babe. We do take care of ourselves. But we going to do you Haitians dirty. Oh, we dirty? Okay, we going to do you dirty then. Yeah, we going to do the Haitians real dirty. Get them the hell out of here. Get them out. I'm not going to blink a bit. I'm not going to blink. I'm not going to lose one tear if they gather them up and throw. I can't wait till Trump throw them out. I can't wait. Because I am sick of black immigrants coming here when we in the middle of a war and leaving us out here to fight by ourselves but eating off our plate. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of black immigrants totally. I do not like black immigrants because they coming off of all our hard work, all our blood, sweat, and tears. We lost MLK fighting for the rights to go where they going now, and they didn't put no blood in the game. All of these rights to get on the bus, all of these rights to fly on planes. If it wasn't for the civil rights movement, they wouldn't even be able, she wouldn't have never been able to get on a plane and come here. She wouldn't be able to use a restroom or nothing. I take it personal. I'm serious. I ain't playing. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like black immigrants because black immigrants don't respect the price our ancestors paid. They don't respect it. I don't like them. None of them. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get on the bus if it wasn't for this lady. This lady went to jail. If we can't get on the bus back then, right? If we can't get on the bus, can they get on the plane? No. If black people couldn't get on the bus back in the 50s, they wouldn't have been able to get on no plane either. You wouldn't have been able to get on a train, a bus, a plane, or nothing. So that means it would have only been whites on the plane. You wouldn't have been able to take American Airlines. If you can't get on the bus, can you get on American Airlines? No. Can you get on United Airlines? No. So that's why I don't like black immigrants, because we the reason you was even allowed to get on the plane and walk through the airport, to use the bathroom in the airport. We the reason. We the reason. Listen, what you need to do is mind your business. That's what you need to do. What's your name? You need to go get you some. You need to go get you some business. That's what you need to do. You don't need to. You're not my daddy. You're not my mama. You're not nothing. What you need to do is shut up and go mind your business. That's what you need to do. You understand what I'm telling you, bro? You need to go raise your kids. I'm a grown man, right? Go raise your kids. Log off. Move around. You feel me? I don't know you. You don't tell me what I need to do. I'm a grown-ass man. You need to go watch something you like. Don't watch me watch TV. Why would you click on something you don't agree with? You the goofy. Get your ass out of here. Like you somebody daddy or something. Who is you? Shut up and mind your business. Now you're going to come over here and tell me what I need to do. Boy, shut up. Shut up. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Go do you. How you going? What's going on? Is you crazy or is you dumb? We know what we saying. We know that black Americans couldn't even ride on the bus. We couldn't vote. We couldn't do nothing. We fought for these other black people to come here. You understand? Man, we don't care nothing about dude. You know what I'm saying? We don't care nothing about dude. This ain't just on the internet. That's what they don't understand. This is outside and everywhere. This ain't not on the internet. Listen, Foundation of Black Americans, we not playing. This not just no internet. Boy, this our lives that we talking about, and our children, our grandchildren. You understand? Here go the thing, Kenneth. What that make you if you watching us and you got smiley face? You a grown man, you posting smiley faces? See what I'm saying? Why don't you mind your business what you care about what we is? Why you care? You's a grown-ass man. Go get you some business. Here you is, Charlie, with some smiley faces. You a grown man. You posting smiley faces? You telling jokes to yourself? I'm not watching you. Listen, bro. Oh, listen. That's how that go. The difference between me and you, Kenneth, is I get you out of here. I don't watch you. I don't like you. I don't know you. I would never click on you. I'm Big Pharaoh. You love me. You clicking on me. You want my attention. I don't want your attention. That's the difference between me and you. I'm a G. You a P. You understand? That's the difference, Kenny. That I never click on you and I don't never watch nothing you say. That's the difference between me and you, Kenneth. You feel me? You don't understand that your opinion don't matter, Kenneth. And you don't understand playing on the internet, that ain't it. That ain't gangster. You understand? Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to get somebody to argue over you, but you ain't got my reparations. But I tell you this, Kenneth, I bet you if you had my money, my reparations, I bet it'd be some furniture moving around for you and give me my money, but you don't have my money because we want our reparations. And you ain't got our money, Kenny. We don't know you. You might be a tether. We don't know who you is, so this might offend you. So I don't know who you is. So I can't really deal with you a lot, Kenneth. All I can do is get you out of here until you don't watch me, watch TV. You know what I'm saying? Don't watch Big Pharaoh. Go find you something to do. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some business and go push whatever line you pushing. Don't worry about the line we pushing over there. I don't know where you live at, but this Chicago, we don't really play like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't care nothing about nobody. Don't respect FBA. You don't pay our bills. You're a nobody. You either get you in or get out. This how the FBA riding. We ain't looking for no friends, and we ain't hanging with no enemies. We stand on what we standing on, and we ain't tolerating no disrespect. The only way you can disrespect is on the internet for a distance. We ain't tolerating no face-to-face disrespect jumping in my business. There's no way I'm going to go out here in the world and talk and you're going to tell me to be quiet. I don't know where that's going to happen unless it's in your home or I'm in your car. But if I'm outside and I'm saying what I'm saying, what you gonna do? You going to come tell me to be quiet? I don't believe it. I don't believe. I believe you're going to mind your business. That's what I believe. I believe you're going to mind your business. And I know a lot of you brothers that is foundational Black Americans, y'all are disgraced because y'all going to have us do the work. And then when we get the check, you're going to come try to get the check. See, we got a lot of lazy foundational Black American men. And they ain't going to fight for the reparations. They ain't going to fight for the dignity. But they going to go enjoy the dignity and enjoy the reparations. They're going to let you do all the fighting. They're going to say, oh, it ain't this, it ain't that, it ain't this, it ain't that. But then when it succeeds, they the first one got on the FBA shirt. I don't know who they ain't coming for no FBA. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody going to play with us. Ain't nobody gonna play with us. The problem with FBA that they gonna find out is there's all different types of FBA. And when we get these hardcore street dudes to be FBA, ain't nobody gonna play. So like me, I'm kind of like I'll do business and stuff, but I'm kind of more rough around the edges FBA. I ain't really the one to play with you like that. I'm on some FBA street stuff. I'm just saying, this ain't I'm not the nice FBA dude. I'm just saying. And where with my rank and file and what we did deal with in Chicago, when we tell shorties y'all FBA, they're gonna be like, okay. They're gonna be what we tell them they is. Hey, in Chicago, these shorties gonna be what we tell them they are. Trust me, what I'm telling you. And when we tell these shorties y'all FBA, they're gonna be like, cool. That's a fact. I can go in the county jail right now and teach and talk about FBA all day, every day, and it'll be all ears. And they'll be glad somebody in there talking about something positive instead of that foolishness. It helped the time pass. It'll help alleviate some of their anxiety. They got PTSD. They got violent tendencies. So when you in the county jail in these prisons and you come with knowledge and you can talk about something to take their mind away from being in jail and you better than the TV, they riding. They're going to be like, that's deep. That's all they going to say. They're going to ride till the wheels fall off. It ain't gonna be no push out, because there's not really nothing nobody should be pushing against. We want to define ourselves. Ask yourself, why does it bother people that we want to define ourselves? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself why, when we say we foundational Black Americans, that's a big deal. When we was already Black Americans, it wasn't no big deal. Listen, we was Black Americans, right? It wasn't no big deal. All we did was put foundational in the front of it. What's the difference in foundational Black Americans and Black Americans? Make it make some sense. So you mad over one word? You mad because we put foundational in front of it? Nobody breaks it down like that. Let me break it down. Why are they mad that we put foundational in front of Black Americans? They've been calling us Black American for how long? All we did is say we not just Black Americans, we foundational Black Americans, meaning we the Black Americans that been here for the whole time. There's other Black Americans. Okay? So we want to make sure we don't get mixed with the other Black Americans. What do I mean by that? If you Black and you come to the United States and you get American citizenship, technically, you could be considered a Black American because you're no longer a Nigerian citizen. You're an American citizen and you Black. So we want to distinguish ourselves because we see that as time goes, people that haven't been here are going to start saying they Black American. Right? So people are going to come up with these ideas, they Black Americans, and then they're going to say they're us. We're making a distinction. And we're foundational Black Americans. And white folks are starting to say that they're the whites that been here the whole time, they're coming up with a term too. I forgot what it is, but it's something white Americans to show that they the whites that been here. They don't want to be classified with new whites either. They want to distinguish the whites that fought in the Revolutionary War from the whites that didn't. You understand? Now you was just a puppy dog. This your picture. So who the hell gonna listen to you? Nobody's gonna listen to you. Wait a minute, that's the wrong person. Unban Markle. Some kind of way I banned Markle. Unban Markle. I was trying to unban the stupid puppy dog. Okay. I was gonna ban you. Somebody, one of my mods, unban Markle, because my chat moved right when I pushed the button. Sorry, Mark Lawrence. I wasn't trying to ban you, Mark. I was gonna ban the puppy dog. What does YN mean? Mean young niggas. YNs is young niggas. But yeah, we been here. That's what you meant by the abbreviation. Yeah, YN is young niggas. Uh, this is black culture, Doc Fields. So if you young, you might as well get ready. That's never going to end with black people. Black people's creative. Oh, okay, I got you back. All right, man, this chat be moving, bro. And when I hit it, this chat be moving crazy. But yeah, YNs is young niggas, and it's gonna change. Thought Fields. That's just black foundational Black American culture. Foundational Black American culture is very creative, very creative. We always making up stuff. That's a part of our culture. I love it. I love it. We've been doing that since I was a kid. Every young group come want to make up something different. Thoughts. That's all it is. It's not like I know what you're saying, but it's not like the same group keep changing. That's where you're making a mistake at. Because you, in your eyes, the same group keep on changing. No, that's not true. They born here and they say that. But then they born here and they say something else. But then they born here and they say something else. So when you look at the group, it look like the group keep changing, but that's generations coming up with something new. You're not never gonna get rid of that. That's that's because foundational Black Americans, we got that swag, we got that creativity with clothing, with language, with music. That's what we do. Uh that's why we got soul and R&B and the sound of Philadelphia and gossip and rap. Then it's in within hip hop. Then you got the gangster rap. Then you got the uh, uh, lyrical rap, conscious rap, right? Then you got the boom bap. That's the lyrical one, the boom bap. You know. Then you get trap. Then you got drill. That's what we do. The other little kiddies gonna come up. They're gonna, they're gonna make up stuff, and we like that. We like that. As parents, we always trying to learn the new stuff. That's part of our culture. My mom and daddy, what is that? I had to tell them the new stuff. Oh yeah, mom, we this. They're like, Lord have mercy. That's a part of our culture. I remember telling my mom and them the new stuff when I was coming up. I had to tell them the new stuff. Mama, I want a natural. They're like, what is that? It's a natural. Later, the natural became the afro. And I begged, and then they gave me an afro. And next thing you look up, guess who had an afro? My daddy. My daddy. Yeah, we talk different. Yeah, we talk different based on where we stay. On the west side, they don't talk like on the south side of Chicago. In different states, different places. That's how we get down. Yeah, you go to New Orleans, they got their thing. They say in New Orleans, they got their thing, and we love it. We go and we try to pick up on that while we down there, and we try to talk to them using that what they use. When Cash Money know our call, we didn't know Wardy. What's Wardy? We didn't know what Wardy. We didn't know about a ward. We pick up all that stuff, man. That's that, man. We love it too. We love it. Here in Chicago, the West Side do not talk like the South Side. I'm telling you. I don't know what they saying out West. I ain't been over there hanging out a lot, but I can guarantee you. Yeah, they used to say Joe, Charlie, and Jack. I don't know what they saying nowadays. They saying something though. Yeah, they say no. They say, baby, hey, that's our culture. We embrace it. We enjoy it. All right, I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna do a Q&A in a minute. Look, it's 8 in the morning. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna do a Q&A in a minute. So I'll do a Q&A in an hour. All right, we're gonna end this. I'm gonna come back at 9 o'clock. I might be a little late because I got to change and everything. You know, I don't like to wear the same thing in every video because people watching back. And we'll do a Q&A. All right. So be ready to come. We're gonna do the Q&A. Ask all the questions. I'm gonna answer all the questions. Much love to all y'all. Thanks, my brother. My brother Drew always looking out for me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Drew, y'all finna get snowed in. Hey, Drew, I heard the snow was coming, bro. I heard the snow was coming. Bruh, you finna be shoveling your butt off because you know y'all gonna get all of the snow. All right, in an hour, we'll finish. The lovely lady Linus, always looking gorgeous. All right, we're gonna come again, and we just got to keep fighting for respect as foundational Black Americans. We got to rally the troops, and anybody that's not standing with us, we're gonna have to kick them to the curb. We cannot allow blacks to come to the United States and not respect us. That's not going to be tolerated. You are not going to come to the United States and don't have no respect and love for us when we paved the way for you to come here. That is not going to happen. Okay? This is not going to happen. None at all. Because brothers went to jail so you could come here. Sisters went to jail for you to come here. Real talk. It's not no joke for you to walk around this country. My mother and father was born in Alabama in the 30s. And they went through a lot for black immigrants to come. Y'all didn't start coming till the 70s when the smoke cleared. Black immigrants didn't come in the 60s and all that because they weren't going to let them come anyway. They waited until we made all these accomplishments and the Africans and all them started running up here. The Africans and Jamaicans started running up here in the mid-70s. That's when they all started running up here. Oh, the Black Americans made it. Oh, we're free. We can ride the bus. Oh, we can live normal. Oh, I'm going to America. And that's why y'all came up here. That's why you came up here from Haiti. You came up here from Haiti because Haiti ain't shit. So don't come up here talking crazy to me when you down there in dirty ass Haiti. Don't come up here trying to call me dirty. Okay? That's for you Haitians. Okay? Take y'all ass home and clean up Haiti. All right? Don't you let that come out your mouth. Nothing about us being nothing. When the Haitians is the dirtiest black people in the whole world. Okay? I know ain't no Haitian got nothing to say nothing about nobody being dirty. When you the dirtiest, filthiest, sickest country in the whole world. What? Let me tell you, all you Haitians, get y'all ass out of America. Go to Haiti, buy some brooms, buy some mops, and clean up around there. And shut up talking crazy to us. On my soul. You know what I'm saying? Respect to MLK and reparations.